Welcome to Iron Logic. Sunday, happy Easter. April 5th is tomorrow. We're going to be starting a new week after a 3-day weekend. We had job reports come out on Friday, which was almost 1 million new jobs in March. It's like 916,000, which is the best since last August. So that has the SPY doing the dance at 403 right now. Future's looking real good. Let's see if we can open at 405, which would be great. Swung a couple SPY calls, so I'm looking forward to that. Apple is literally here. I believe last week I said I wanted it to close above 123, and it's actually right under that, so that's a good thing. Apple has earnings on the 29th, so definitely my price target for the end of this month will be $30 for sure. So I'm looking at, maybe a May 7th, 130 call, or maybe a little bit further out, but around 130, 135, for sure from here, but 130 firmly, for at least another month or two out. So we'll see how that goes. So we'll be looking for entry around Tuesday for that. See how the market goes tomorrow. I like to look at the market on Monday and not force anything. Let's see. So for my daily, my H4 time frame, still in this consolidation area. And it's literally at this continuation stage on the Fibonacci 38.2. It's been just here this whole time, which is great. So I do like it here. Let's probably do this out to open, which I won't be surprised. So let's see where it holds. Around 10:30ish, 10 o'clock, 10:30. See how the market goes. But I really like to just watch the market on Mondays and see how it plays in our favor, especially if he wasn't in it already. First 30 minutes is the most open interest, so see premium pretty high, and then as soon as you see it selling off, you can see the premium come down a bit. So that's what we like to see. Catch an entry. Yeah, nothing different here. I definitely want to still see this above 123 and hold. I mean, it's above the 50-day, the 50-day, 200-day. Just needs to be right above that 20-day. And I think I said 123.09, and I feel like I was being weird about it, but 123.50 would be great. For the M30, yeah. I would like to see a 30-minute candle holding above this area. If we can come up a little bit more for confirmation, 123.75. 75. We can hold above this area. And I'm looking here. I'm looking here and I'm looking here. I'm looking at this. I'm looking at this gap. This gap, which was already filled, but these are things that's helping me make a decision, even though you want to get it back here. But if we can get above this and hold this on 30-minute above 123, I think I might jump on entry because then I'll have a tighter stop loss, which may be like 121.98. So let's see. I like that one. Facebook did the thing. Facebook did exactly what we said it would. It was above 285, and actually I missed the entry. Not paying attention. So let's see if we can actually retest I don't think it'll come back that low, but maybe 295, maybe at some point. Even then, I still just pretty much fill this gap now. Just pretty much fill this gap too, but let's see. Let's see what happens at open. I do like this 306, but let me come out. Ultimately 316 at one point, but if we can get an entry and maybe in the next 2 weeks, I mean, I think Facebook can hit 306 tomorrow, maybe sometime this week, um, for sure. Had a lot of price upgrades. It's in the VR space, along with Microsoft getting that huge deal, which is all great news. They're just taking things to a new level, for sure, with this gaming stuff. Um, but 306 is definitely my next target here on Apple, on Facebook. This can happen in the next few days, if not tomorrow. Now, will we stay here? I don't know. This week is going to be a different one. It's a lot of great news that I like, a lot of great catalysts for bullish news. Let's see if we hold up. Let's see if we hold up. Let's see if this is the real bull run in April that, historically month to month that, that they say that we have for April. And I'm here. I'm all for it. So if this can come back and retest for 295, I'd be ecstatic to get in there. I'm at that price. But if it doesn't, I'll definitely still be looking for entry. Even 297. But if it can come back to 295.89, which is literally like 296, but is this hanging? I mean, this felt. Let's see if we can test this low from last week, Friday. We can test this low. That'd be a great entry too. So that'll be some things I'll be looking for. But let's see how we open. Let's see if we open over 300, 299, just possible. 299, 68. We can open up at 290, 299.57. Let's see. But I would like to see it come back down, at least in retest here, 297.39 at least. But, or even just somewhere in this area, just for a great entry. Let's see how it holds up. Monday might be a wild ride. Um, Disney. Yeah, what did I have for Disney? I had Disney 189 as one and two. I had 189. For 189, it can go to 192. Um, Ultimately, I would like to see Disney hit 200 this week, between this and next week. So I'll be looking at $200 contracts for the 16th or maybe the 23rd. But I believe that can be hit really soon, and then ultimately let's see how we can go from there. See, take profit being 211. See if we can do that within this month of April. Um, Disney taking a lot of favoritism with subscriptions, um, and then retention is great too. So that's also a great thing when it comes to streaming. Something that Disney is new to, but they're killing the streaming. So Fibonacci tool I like to use a lot because it's a retracement tool. So it kind of maps out what is the likelihood of an entry or or basically the levels of what a chart is pulling back or correcting to. So once again, right, point A, point B. So point A being my level of support, and I used this candle. Um, it's a bullish candle, but it's literally on a level of support here that I would say that if price was to break here at 100%, if price fully broke this 100% level, that I would call this a broken structure, and then I would, then declare this a full downtrend. If we broke 160.65, ultimately, and that's going back to January lows. That's going back to December highs. That's just where I have it at. And that way, I would look at this long term, saying, "Hey, this may be going to next level of support from here." Um, but 0.23.6 level of continuation, meaning if it's here and you don't really see anything as far as support forming here that you can see continuing to the upside. 38.2 is a level of true retracement, which you can see price correcting. Most of the time that's a good entry. Um, if it retraces a little bit deeper, 50%, 61.8 is more of the money spot on the fibs. And we can always go a little deeper. 78.6, like I said, 100 is a true retracement, a full 100% retracement. And then from there, I would consider it maybe being potentially broken structure ultimately. And I like to use that on the daily. And I scale in from the 4 hour and then to the 30 minute to find my entry. And then ultimately in the middle of the market when it's going on, I'm looking for my reversals on my reversal candles on the 5 minute. Ultimately, after my 30-minute candle has formed in the direction that I'm looking for. So, like example. So, like I said, this need to be over 189. I wanted to be at 189, and it's pretty much there. It's an engulfing candle on this side. It's a very bullish pattern right here off this level after this breakout from here. So if you can just see this breakout. And things that stick out to me. Besides this being at a level of 50%, which is a great retracement, this level price with here, got some consolidation here. Have a large candle here that gapped up here near this area and went straight up. It just looks like some kind of balance here, right? It's just what makes me feel a little bit comfortable. I go inside the 30-minute. I can truly see the consolidation of this area and how this held. And what's something else that sticks out? It's the 20-day, 50-day. But this is ultimately on this 50% high, right? So ultimately after this consolidation period that's here, right? And this was consolidating, let's be real. After it broke down here, consolidated all the way from March 24th for about a week. Right? And that's when I said I want to see this break above 189. And this is pretty much here. And that's because I wanted it to break above this candle here, which was the high. You can see this here. So ultimately it did that. I'm trying to find a rush. Come on. Come on. price. I was better off using the trend line. Ultimately. Let me do that. So on a 30-minute candle, this looks great. So this finally broke out of this consolidating zone, this channel that it did on the M30. Now you're only going to see that when you come into the smaller time frames. You can see what's really going on. Because your job as a trader is to catch the breakout. Even though this was a gap up, this was a gap up move, something that you was going to catch unless you swung it. But I mean, once again, at a great level of support, which hasn't been really broken. Um, and it broke out. It broke out of this channel. It's bullish overall. I'm bullish on Disney overall, but it broke out of this channel, so which is great. Could have got in early. We knew where it was going. I just wanted confirmation. It was weird. It was a weird week last week. Quadruple witching, um, funds losing billions of dollars, billions of dollars in the market. So out of weirdness. So this looks good. Price target from here is definitely 200 along the way. We're out of here, 192, 190, 192.50. Let's do it. From out of here, 189 to 192, then 195, and then definitely 200, man. And I can see this happening within the next 2 weeks. So be safe. I would do maybe the 23rd, 16 to 23rd for a $200 call. Let that thing ride out. Let that thing ride out. Tesla. Let's come out of here. This can be noisy. Right? So if you're unfamiliar, the purple lines are key price areas, points of reversals. Price for me. So that's what I have them here for. And this is on a daily time frame. Now, for a very long time, Tesla has been in this downtrend, right? But we're looking like we're coming out of a rut, out of a bit of a rut, right? Let me take this off so you can see what's going on here. So anybody else is like, oh, this looks like nonsense. Ultimately, in the last 2 weeks, it's been a downtrend. I mean, from when we created new highs last time, it broke down immediately. Right now, I'm just analyzing because ultimately, if now we just got a recent price update, price target upgrade from hold to outperform by and $1,000 with Tesla. Um, I will post those things in my group so that you can see it. Um, but ultimately, this is having a hard time holding over 714, 715. It's having a very hard time. So, with all of the great news, I mean, it came back down to 661, but man, this thing, I don't want to be surprised if this thing opens up at 696. Now, we can hold over 696. If we can hold over 696, I'll say, I'll actually say 692. If we can hold over 692, um, then we can definitely see 704, and then maybe 713. But 713 is the real resistance. This is 713, 715 area. This is the real resistance. If I can break that, then we can see 736, 750, then 765, 780, and so on and so on. But let's see, man. So ultimately, we're in a downtrend. But let's see if the call following of Elon can bring it up. I mean, like I said, we're having a hard time holding over this area. 713, 719. This called spade a spade. 713. It's having a hard time holding. It hasn't held over it in a very long time. Last time it's held a full candle over it was February. So it's came back. One, two, three. So let's see. Now if this rejects here, then we can definitely see 600 again. We can definitely see 600. 550. But key levels are here for both directions, so we're not worried about that. We'll catch it either one. But it's a little consolidation, so I'm not playing it until we can see over. I'm not. I want to see over 692. I can probably get in a little closer so you can see. If we can see over this area and hold, but let's see. I think that can happen sometime this week. And if we hold over here, 713 is coming for sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. 713, 720. Just need to get over this hurdle. This hurdle right here, 692, 688. If you're talking about a full candle. But idea is to catch the calls, these key points on these reversals. So if you're able to catch a reversal, say you see in price, having a reversal, just a hunch, right? Seeing price reversing around 1030, it's at 650, just saying, right? And then, you see the premium for 713, or something 713, but we'll say 700, 720 has dropped for a call significantly, or 730, maybe 730, 740, just for an example. These points of reversals are best times to buy those calls that you're looking for. That's all I'll say. So that um, something else that's really caught a lot of steam is NanoX. I've been following for a while. And I got in, and I actually was in around this area, and then I was up here. Then they had a share offering, and then it did this. And then ever since then, it's been a downtrend. But great news about it is this is a great company. Do some DD on it, radiology. Um, just they got an FDA approval recently, which was something that has been long overdue with this company, and this thing can fly. You see $50 really soon. See 50, 55, 50. See 50, 56, and then 65. Very quick. Let's see. They say it's worth $100. So it almost hit there. Back in January, I see. Um, but yeah, I got bird holding the bag on this one a little too long. Even when I saw it when it broke here. So yeah, I got holding the bag a little bit too long. Then I got out around here. So yeah. So I'll be looking for an entry into this week as well. Like I said that stock is worth $100. I'm hearing, um, and hopefully the FDA approval is enough to take this thing back up. A little double bottom here, and you see the exhaustion. You see the exhaustion. You see the exhaustion. The wicks price isn't holding past that area, so safe to say this is a place of support. So should be interesting and crazy, right? 100% retracement. So support. So from here, 100% this is going to go 49, 58, 62, 64, 71, so on and so on. So that's what that's at. Have some time on it. Let's see how this Preme. Let's see how this thing opens up. I won't be surprised this thing is up five, $10, maybe $20. I open. I won't be surprised. Won't be surprised. So let's see. Happy trading.